They still think you're dead. Aaron. Armin. Jean, Reiner, Bertolt. Sasha, Connie. Krista and Ymir. They all believed me. It's sad, really. Especially now that their grief has passed. Now they're making jokes. They're trying to cope with what happened to you. They're saying terrible things about you. Though I hate what they're saying, it's good to know what they thought about you. It only serves to prove my point that you're better off here. I've had the worst day of my life, trying to listen to them, trying to ignore all of the comments they make about you. I don't mean to be selfish. I really don't, but I need to be selfish. Just once. I know that you're still having a difficult time being here. You're still getting used to the place. Still getting used to me. Even after all these months. But can you please just put that aside for one moment and listen to what I have to say? I need someone to talk to, and you're my person. You're my only person. You always have been, and especially now. Especially after everything I've heard. You always will be. Please, just put your own bullshit aside and listen to me for a second, would you? I know that you think you've got it bad, being torn away from all of the ones you thought you loved, but trust me, you'll feel better once you listen to me. We both will. I'll have gotten it off my chest, and you'll finally realize what was wrong with all of the people you called your friends. So please, look at me. Let me hold your hands, damn it. Hold my hands, would you? Aaron said that you didn't care about what you were fighting for. That you lacked drive, motivation, passion. You lacked a cause to fight for. You lacked the will to be a soldier. In other words, he was calling you weak. He said that you weren't meant to make it. That it's better for everyone, now that you're gone. Now that you aren't dragging them down. They said you weighed them down more than Annie's crystal would. And that thing was heavy. If we had to carry it, we would have moved an inch an hour at most. He was saying that you held them back more than the weight of Annie's crystal would. Do you understand that? He's saying that you are a burden, that you are weak. Didn't the two of you used to train together? He always wanted to spar with you, practice hand-to-hand combat with you. Do you think that he was doing it because he thought you were strong? He was doing it because he thought it was easy. Because he thought it was an easy A. And in his mind, it always will be. Then there's Armin. I never thought that he'd have the courage to say anything bad about anyone. But he did. He does. He said that you were facile, simple, easily perceived, that you were plain. He said that you weren't a complex person, that you didn't have anything to you, that you had no personality, that you lacked everything a normal human does. Of course, I think that describes me a bit better than it does you. After all, there are so few personality traits that I possess, aside from my love for you. Everything else is a physical attribute, a physical skill. My only personality trait: caring about you, loving you, taking care of you. He said that you were nothing, that you had no character, that you had no personality, essentially saying that you weren't a human, that you had no thoughts or feelings to call your own, that you didn't matter, that it was okay for you to die, because the world really wasn't losing much. That's what Armin thought about you. You used to read together, didn't you? You'd recommend books to each other, and then you would discuss them over meals, yes? Don't say that. Everything that I say is the truth. Why would I ever make up such horrible things about you, about the people you called your friends? I wanted them to be good to you. I really did. You need and deserve all of the support, all of the care in the world. They couldn't give it to you. It's sad that you had to be torn out of their lives for you to realize it. But look at you now. You aren't with those fake friends of yours. You aren't being subjected to their lies anymore. Only the truth. Only the truths that I deliver unto you. And I deliver every last truth that I think will benefit you. Anything else is cast aside. What about Sasha and Connie? You were good friends with them, weren't you? You thought you were, at least. But, as it turns out, they never had any fun with you. They said that you couldn't keep up with them, that you weren't as perky or optimistic as they were. You thought that they enjoyed spending time with you. They didn't. They never did. They said that they should be sad about your passing. But with how much sorrow you brought them in life, they can only feel joy in your absence. Do you really want me to go on? I can keep telling you more truths if you need to hear them. One more? Very well. Your family was killed 5 years ago, was it? 5 painful years ago? Back when Walmaria was invaded? Reiner and Bertolt are the colossal and armored titans. They are responsible for the deaths of your family members. They are responsible for the deaths of all of your friends that you lost when Walmaria was invaded. So tell me, do you really think they give a damn that you're dead now? They couldn't care less. In fact, I think they're happy about it. I could have sworn I heard them saying, "Another devil wiped off the face of this earth, just as it should be." So tell me, do you really think that staying here is as bad as you think it is? Do you really think that being stuck with me, and only me, is as bad as it first seemed? Because let me tell you something. If you still think that, you haven't heard a word that I said. You haven't paid attention to what I've been saying. You haven't noticed all of the shit that I do for you. All of the shit that I have to go through just for you. Just to keep you safe here. Just to make sure you don't have to deal with the people who want you dead. The people who couldn't care if you were dead or alive right now. The people who think you're useless, a burden, not even human. So do you really think that you would be better off if you weren't here? Do you really want to continue to be ungrateful for everything that I've done for you? Everything that I try to do for you? Everything that I continue to do for you? Do you continue to fight me? Do you continue to believe that I am your enemy? Do you continue to believe that those so-called friends of yours give a shit now that you're supposedly dead? I am not lying. I wish I was. I really do. But I'm not. Look at me. Look me in the eyes. When I look at you like this, I can't lie to you. I cannot deny anything those eyes ask of me. So go ahead. Ask if I'm telling you the truth. I solemnly swear that I, Mikasa Ackerman, am telling you the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Every word that has left my lips since I came into this room is true. Those so-called friends of yours are glad they are gone. Those so-called friends of yours are happy that you're gone. And remember, they think that you are dead. They don't think you're missing. They think that you have been wiped off the face of this earth completely, that you are no longer breathing, and your heart is no longer beating. So look me in the eyes and tell me that I am still your enemy.